In the evolving science of longevity, one of the most transformative realizations is that aging does not unfold solely in the body. It begins in the mind. Mental health and emotional resilience are no longer fringe considerations in anti-aging discourse. They are rapidly becoming central pillars of the emerging paradigm, supported by mounting evidence that psychological stress, social disconnection, and unresolved emotional trauma accelerate biological aging just as profoundly as poor diet, inactivity, or smoking. The coming decades will see mental well-being not only elevated as a crucial health target, but woven into the fabric of personalized longevity protocols, with stress management and meaning cultivation regarded as essential strategies to slow the ticking of the biological clock. The term psychogenic aging has gained traction among researchers to describe how chronic psychological stress, especially when unaddressed, disrupts neuroendocrine balance, promotes inflammation, impairs immunity, and damages DNA. These effects are not abstract. In studies measuring biological age using telomere length, DNA methylation, or glycan patterns, individuals with persistent anxiety, depression, or social isolation often show accelerated aging at the cellular level. Conversely, those who report high psychological well-being, social purpose, and emotional regulation tend to age more slowly, even when lifestyle risk factors are present. These insights have begun to shift the field away from a purely mechanistic view of aging toward one that respects the powerful influence of mindset, meaning, and interpersonal connection. This shift is driving major changes in how anti-aging interventions are designed. Once dominated by pharmaceuticals and physical biomarkers, longevity clinics and biooptimization centers are now integrating resilience training, trauma-informed therapy, and spiritual development into their core offerings. Meditation, breathwork, and mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, are no longer seen as vague wellness trends. They are validated tools for improving physiological outcomes. For example, long-term meditation practice has been linked to slower telomere attrition and favorable changes in brain plasticity. These effects are believed to arise from the downregulation of the stress axis, improvements in emotional processing, and greater activation of parasympathetic nervous system tone, mechanisms that directly reduce wear and tear on the body's tissues. But perhaps even more revolutionary is the emerging role of purpose building. Several large longitudinal studies have shown that having a sense of meaning or life direction is one of the strongest predictors of longevity, even more so than exercise or diet in some cohorts. Purpose appears to buffer the biological impacts of adversity, regulate inflammatory genes, and promote healthy behaviors over time. This has profound implications. Helping individuals cultivate purpose, whether through relationships, creative work, volunteering, or personal growth, may offer one of the most powerful and least invasive ways to increase health span. Longevity programs of the future may include guided purpose exploration or values-based coaching as standard care. These developments also recognize the importance of addressing unresolved trauma and chronic emotional pain. ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, PTSD, and long-standing emotional suppression have all been linked to increased risk of chronic disease and premature mortality. Psychotherapeutic interventions like EMDR, somatic therapy, and cognitive behavioral approaches tailored to older adults will likely play a growing role in reversing or mitigating these long-term effects. Mental health will no longer be considered separate from physical health, but inseparably intertwined in the architecture of aging. Wearable technology will also support this transition. Devices already track stress, heart rate variability, and sleep disruption, key markers of psychophysiological resilience. In the future, AI-driven platforms may combine this real-time data with self-reported mood, cognitive load, and social engagement to dynamically assess psychological aging risk. Your personalized longevity app might alert you not just when to hydrate or move, but when your resilience is faltering or your sense of purpose is waning. These tools will provide tailored interventions, short guided meditations, journaling prompts, or virtual counseling aimed at restoring psychological equilibrium before biological damage accrues. The impact could be far-reaching. We may finally begin to dismantle the cultural stigma around mental health, recognizing it not as a soft issue, but a central determinant of how long and how well we live. This will be especially important in elder care, where cognitive decline, depression, and loneliness disproportionately affect the aging population. With the right tools and mindset shifts, older adults could enter a phase of emotional growth and healing that not only improves quality of life, but also supports cellular rejuvenation. Ultimately, the next frontier in longevity science will not be defined solely by new molecules or machines, but by a more holistic understanding of what it means to live fully and meaningfully. The ability to manage stress gracefully, to connect deeply, and to find purpose amidst change will be as vital to aging well as any supplement or gene therapy. In this light, the most advanced anti-aging strategy may be as timeless as it is high-tech, tending the inner landscape with care, clarity, and compassion.